Hello and welcome to the Blu-Review. Today we are talking about The Last Metro from the Criterion Collection. It is set in occupied France during WW2. The Last Metro is the story of a theater which had once been owned and operated by a Jewish theater director and is in the control of his wife after he has allegedly fled the country. In occupied France, basically, people had very little heat in their homes, they had very little to do, so they flocked to the movie houses and to the theaters. And of course, we find out about 15-20 minutes into the movie that her husband has not fled France, but is living in the cellar of the theater. The Last Metro is the name comes from the fact that at 11 o'clock you had to be on the train going home, because if you got caught on the street after midnight, you were shot or something. You didn't break curfew, or you were arrested and killed or something. So you had to make the Last Metro, and it was a really important thing. But it's not. I mean, it's stressed in the beginning of the film. They tell you about it, but then it's kind of ignored. Nobody's really taking the Metro. They never really show anything. It pretty much all takes place inside this one theater of these people putting on this play. It really kind of opens your eyes to what I didn't realize was how anti-Semitic some of the literature and propaganda was in occupied France. You don't really think about it that much, but it is true. And yeah, there were a lot of French people who just like really jumped on that bandwagon and rode it hard. And it's kind of scary. But The Last Metro is not the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life. It's decent. I think that if you're wanting to see theater people going through a war, check out The Dresser. It's a much better movie. This one was just sort of there. The characters never really seem to like connect to each other in any kind of way. It just sort of seems like they're there. And you never really feel the threat of the Nazis. They just sort of seem to be like... It's not even like, oh, they're just outside the door and they're ready to come in and attack. The movie's just okay. I mean, if you're a huge fan of Francois Truffaut, I say check it out. Otherwise, it's just sort of there. The picture quality on this one, it's solid. I didn't notice anything where I was just completely blown out of the water. It's about a 4.5 star. The audio, I think it's relegated to like a mono track or something. I don't know. It's just okay. It's about I'm going to say 3.5 star. It's nothing spectacular. That's it.